Calmsden, and it's 2nd of May, and we don't really have a lot to get done. So we have these leftover bales from the making contracts. Both from contracts, aren't they? And today we're going to be doing some silaging contracts. So yeah, would probably be late first cut. Oh no, May, probably first cut of silage on these contracts. So we're going to be running a fairly nice setup with a bit of course plate and auto drive. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy that. But your first job, get these bales put away. We actually need to feed the cows, and at the moment I can't because some idiot left some bales in the way. So we're going to deal with that, and so I'm just using the JCB to bring them over because they're going to go in the shed with the other hay bales that we are storing until we need them. And skid steer can't get these off the stack, so this will just speed the process up a little bit. And have added in I might have added it in a while ago, the lease to own mod. I think it's becoming one of the most popular mods in Farm Sim. I think almost every video that I watch lately, someone says, "Oh, I've added in the lease to own mod." I think it's because it's a really good idea and it's really real. I think the thing that's a little bit unrealistic about it is what you end up paying, because you effectively pay no interest on your lease to own. I think if you use it for about the 20 hours that they've based it on, you pay about 2% extra to lease it for the 3 years and then make the final payment to own it, which kind of generous, I think. But you know, I'm going to go with it. So just checking everything. We are storing a fair bit of electricity, and we're just going to bung that onto selling. So come the turn of the hour, we will get a nice lump of cash coming in. They've got the little John Deere skid steer, and this is a bit of a problem. I would like to move hay bales 3 at a time, and this is really not cutting it at all. I've just added the lease to own mod in, so I think we're going to chuck this on the trailer and head up to the store. Yeah, that's a nice £85,000 from the BGA. Pretty happy with that. That gives us some spending money, although we are going to use lease to own. So yeah, I'm going to take the little New Holland skid steer up to the store. This thing was a good addition to the farm. Obviously was brought to use up at the greenhouses, but I'm really tempted to start using auto load at the greenhouses because they're a bit of a pain. Let me know what you think about that one. But yep, this guy is going. Right, we're going to sell that for £6,500, and we are going to lease ourselves the Kubota SL97. So we had the wheeled version on demo and it wasn't quite up to the job. Tracked version is much heavier. It is 5.7 tons, and it can handle big stacks of bales, and that's what I want it for. It can't reach into the feeder probably, but it can move these big stacks of bales about. See, easy. And we're just going to knock a bunch off the loan as well with what we had left there. Yeah, I've been using this a bit on stuff that's not out yet, and really nice skid steer. The only problem it has is it doesn't have a lot of vertical reach, but for this kind of job, it's brilliant. But yeah, that's what we've done. So we're going to get these put away. We are going to get some TMR mixed up. Then we are going to get into some silaging contracts. Not sure why I issue so much bale stacking. I was kind of proud of my bale stacking, if I'm honest. The bale physics in FS22 are so much better. That means that I can actually manually stack lots of bales. So I know I auto load them or use an auto stacker to get them to the farm, but manually stacking bales in sheds is really quite enjoyable at the moment. So yeah, not having a problem with that, and we've got a nice store of bales in here. We're gonna have to move the Challenger at some point, I think. And just checking that I have a few bales left in the cow shed to mix some TMR up, so these can go in here as well. And eventually we will shift to mixing the TMR here where we have the silage bales and the hay bales. So that's why I'm stacking them there. Let's grab the Keenan and get a mix going. Quote Joe Seals. Do like his YouTube videos. So probably like a lot of people, I found his channel when Polyvlogs shared the massive hay or straw fire that he had where his barn was destroyed, and I think I've watched every video since. I really like the content he puts out, so if you're not watching him, go check him out. It's really good. They Yorkshire based beef farmers, which is a bit different for a YouTube channel. I have not seen many others that do exclusively beef, and they buy calves in, raise them up, and sell them on. Really enjoy watching it. So yeah, doing my pretty much standard mix of about 12,000 litres of silage, a little bit of mineral feed, and then a couple of bales of hay. Works well for this. I generally don't put straw into my TMR because well, in FS19 I never had enough straw to do that, and so I've just kind of kept with it in FS22. We'll keep it a high nutrient value feed. I don't think straw has much nutritional value, so yeah, so I go for 3 bags off of the pallet of mineral feed, which means that it lasts quite a long time, but maybe need to start adding a bit more. I don't know. And then we're going to put a couple of these big hay bales in. These are 9,000 litre, I think they're 180 centimetre hay bales from fairly early on. We're due to make hay on our second cut. Will be in a few months' time, I guess. Not sure. There we go. The rest of that bale will go in once there is space in the mixer. That is the cows fed. I can't remember if I bed them up with straw or not. We'll wait and see. I guess it will be a surprise for all of us. And then yeah, we have 3 silage contracts lined up that I am planning to tackle. Using better contracts still, and it has the, so we are going to do some straw. It has the custom setup in it that I set up in that tutorial video, which I have tweaked slightly because I am not a fan of the fast bale, because generally it's a slow bale. Swath is any good, and precision farming I find gives way more grass than it should. I think it's a precision farming thing, not precision farming related, but grass fields at the moment yield way more than they should, which means you get a big swath, which means the slow bale, the fast bale is a slow bale. So I've swapped it over to the Pottinger 180, it's the 180 or 185 combi baler. Like, that's what's in the setup now, and here we are up at the store, and we are going to get things going. So we are going to take contracts on field 29, not going to lease the kit for, and then field 22, which we are. You can see that I've also swapped in the JCB for the carting tractor. I just want to have some fun with the contracts. I'm creating setups that I enjoy, and we're going to use a bit of follow me, and we're going to get all of this over to field 22. We're going to get course play going on that. I brought my case over to run the baler because I only get 2 tractors with this setup, and this is going to work. Field 22. I think I've done a contract on before, and it's saying we're going to get 212 litres of grass, and we need to deliver 181,000, I think it was. So yeah, in theory we're going to get 4 or 5 excess bales off of this field, which is quite nice if everything works out as intended. So baler on follow me. We're going to put the lights on course play. Basically just let that go. Get all these bales made, and I'll be doing the carting, and also we are going to be picking up another contract. So just check this runs. There we go. I found the new version of course play tends to think a bit on the corners. That might be because it's doing a better job of working out how to turn the corner, so I'm not going to complain. And we are back at the store because there is a contract on field 7 as well with the same setup. So yep, we're going to get this one going on course play. And basically I did all of this so I could do the contract on field 29, which, if you know, Calmsden is the big grass field at the top of the map. If you're wondering how I've got all of the contracts on these different fields, I'll put a card in with the link to the video where I show you how to do that. It's a fairly simple edit to the map to put grass contracts on all of the fields, or the fields that you want to, and other contracts. So yeah, everything is running now. Most of the body of the field 22 is done, and we're going to collect a load of bales and take them up to the store. So I was just checking, reminding myself that they form fermented, which they do, which is cool. It's a feature of contract bales. So yeah, we're just going to keep going, collecting bales, keeping things moving. There is a bit of jumping about because in theory I have workers doing all of this for me, apart from the bit that I'm doing, but all the other tractors are running on workers. So yeah, that's why I'm tabbing about a lot more than I would normally on here. I could probably put one of these onto course plate, but we have a little collision here. I think this is about the only collision we have in the entire day of doing silage and contracts. So pretty good, really. Course play is definitely getting better at that. So just going to have a look at the contract. So we need to deliver 176,500 litres for this one, and it said 181,800 for the other, and then 614,600 litres for the last contract. That is going to be a lot of bales. So have a full load on the back here, and we are off to the delivery point. It's the one at the top of the map, the farm shop, I think. And I do end up doing a fresh auto drive route during all of this. So I end up deleting my old auto drive route and creating a new one, because the first one was a little bit chaotic, so I had a better stab at it. Here we go, let's deliver some bales. And that's most of field 7's done, and we have 2 more loads now. So that's field 7 done, and we're delivering against the big contract now. And so we'll still have to deliver for field 22 as well. But that is both of the smaller fields mown. I have a few more bales to pick up from them. So you'll see those on the trailer there, and we are now into field 29. This thing is huge. So we're going to have both sets of mowers running on a 2-implement course plate course. I have videos on that if you are interested, and then we are going to put the balers on the same course basically. They are going to follow along. And then while they're doing that, I am going to be collecting bales with the bale collectors and delivering them, because they're all going to that same sell point, which is quite a drive. This is the first video that I've done since the modular BGA updated, and that kind of broke the link if you were using the generators. And so what the modular BGA team, the team that made the modular BGA, have done, they've created a whole load of internal build types to control the flow between the different modules, and that means they've broken the link for any normal BGA where people were trying to use the generators to generate more income. So I am trying to come up with a way to fix that. So on screen I am doing some auto drivey stuff to just create my new auto right now. But yeah, I'm trying to come up with a way of fixing that. I have a few ideas which I am bouncing around with the channel supporters through Discord as to what they think would be the preferred way of doing it. Once I've got that and worked out how I'm going to do it, I'll update it. I'll put it on my Discord for those of you that are on PC. If you're on console, I will submit it to ModHub, but you'll have to wait for it to get through testing and stuff. So it's going to be a few weeks, I'm afraid. So that is everything delivered for field 29, and a bit to go for field 22. And these are the last bales that we need to deliver to complete the contract. So everything that's left is going to be ours, and it's a lot. I think I've said in this video, and I've said it a few times, grassworking contracts are very broken with precision farming. think it's just precision farming, but I'm not certain. I mean, the yield is much, much higher. So this is the first load of bales, and we're putting those straight into the BGA. So those will keep processing. We have 4 stacks from when we did grass in the last video. And we'll send this back to the field with auto drive. And we'll jump into the other bale collector. And just a little bit of the tractors working. Do love a Deutz. It's a nice looking tractor. And then R-Class Boss case working well with the balers. So Courseplay worked really well doing this job. We've got Courseplay running the other JCB doing bale collecting. While we collect ourselves, you'll see there are a lot of bales. This is a monstrous field. I tried to do this with a big M and struggled on its own. So there we go. We have 5 stacks of excess bales. We got 159 excess bales. On top of what we got from completing the contracts. It's a lot. The excess bales are going to be worth about 350,000 when we put them through the BGA. And then we need to claim the contracts, which is about £96,000. So this is, you know, this day's work is going to have made us nearly £500,000, which is pretty nuts. Anyway, I'm going to say thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, click the like button. Leave me a comment if you think contracts are broken too. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you next time. This McCormick is very tempting. Very tempting. But I don't really need it. But it's tempting. Anyway, catch you next time.